Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday, the 2nd of August, 2026. Another day the Lord has made. Let us be glad in it. Well, people, I am doing a follow-up, and it's crucial. It's very crucial because I have found something that maybe someone else has not found. I brought to you yesterday the video, Twin Falls incident near In-N-Out Burger in Idaho. Iran has a Twin Falls. So I discovered that Iran has a place called Twin Falls, which I believe matches the Twin Falls in Idaho, where the shooting happened, where a few people died. My condolences. This video breaks it down. You gotta check it out because it breaks it down. It also is wordplay and connects, in my humble opinion, to the Twin Towers. New York, you know what happened with the Twin Towers. It could also mean in relation to, which I didn't get into, the Twin City, which is Minnesota. But again, I kind of limited it. But people, I'm going to show you clips of that. I want you to understand, this situation that happened yesterday in Idaho, Twin Falls, has other meanings as well. It does deal with Iran. It deals with the water break of a woman, okay? Kamala Harris is the lotus flower. Her name means lotus flower. She's gonna give birth to the Antichrist kingdom. This is all symbolic. So when you say Twin Falls, falls is also like water, okay? It has JFK vibes and Lincoln vibes. But most of all, what God spoke to me last night, I got up and I researched it and I finished today. It took 4 hours to do. This is about two nations and twins. Remember, we got Twins Fall, Idaho. Twins Fall, Idaho. Well, twins as in nations in the Old Testament. Twins, Esau and Jacob. I know a lot of you biblical scholars. Please help with this channel. What you know about Esau and Jacob, put it in the chat so people can understand what I'm doing. I just need to eat breakfast. I can't go no further, okay? But I think I did enough here to get you to understand. The powers create situations to tell you biblical stories and history and of Rome and everything else. The guy, the shooter, they believe this guy's name is Darius Jacoby Smith. Smith. In history, what is a Smith in America? Okay. Okay, in America history, a smith primarily refers to a traditional metal worker like a blacksmith, or it represents the most common surname in the United States. The word comes from an old term meaning the strike or forge. Blacksmith forged iron to make and repair horseshoes, nails, tools, and wagon parts vital for early American towns. So a blacksmith dealing with horses, this fits just right. We're gonna get into this. Smith is a surname. Now watch this, we're gonna go heavy.
Oh, how you getting? Oh, yeah, you better get. Oh, you better. Out of here.
You better get out of here. Hey, stop doing it.
Terrifying eyewitness video is now at the center of a mass shooting outside an In-N-Out Burger in Twin Falls, Idaho. The viral footage appears to show a frantic gunman opening fire as panicked people run for their lives, screaming for help while shots ring out across the busy shopping area.
he better. Out of here.
You better get out of here. Hey! Stop doing it!
Police say the gunman is dead. Twin Falls Police Chief Matthew Hicks confirmed the suspected shooter was among those killed. Police say the gunman is dead. Twin Falls Police Chief Matthew Hicks confirmed the suspected shooter was among those killed.
Today has been a day.
So yeah, I ran that yesterday. Let's go to the next one. We're gonna build this thing. I'm gonna show you what I think is going on. These are the witnesses. These are some of the witnesses. I teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the comprehensive conclusion. I believe many times in these situations, the powers allegedly hire crisis actors. From that, you can understand what they're really trying to tell you. Now watch this here.
Up from the roundabout, you heard it.
Lilac or lavender. See the purple? And notice his hat. His hat will say cinch.
Everybody running, screaming, shooter, active shooter. And we had to stop because I didn't want to run over all the employees. And then we go hear some shots, boom, boom, boom.
We were just sitting there, and then I was playing on my phone.
Notice his shirt. I will show you what that means. Okay? Notice his shirt, and it's black. Black and white, black is death. Black is death or sacrifice.
And then I heard a couple pops, and I look up and I see a gentleman walking from a white vehicle to another vehicle with a pistol in his hand. And he popped one shot at the vehicle, and that's when I ducked down, told my 2 little brothers to duck down. And then periodically I would peek up just to see where he was kind of at, just, and then I threw myself across the front just to, take up space so if anything did come flying, I was there.
As I was running.
Okay, so we saw that. We're gonna break all this down. Now this is what I brought to you guys yesterday. Check it out. Today. Now, is there a Twin Falls in Iran? You heard me. Is there a Twin Falls in Iran? The place was Twin Falls, Idaho. Place where the situation happened is in Twin Falls, Idaho. And so I had a hunch. Is there a Twin Falls in Iran? Yes. Iran has a well-known feature called Twin Falls. Known locally, this is the name. That's the Twin Falls in Iran. Isn't that something? Yes. You got a Twin Falls in Iran. Ain't that something? It's called, that name means Twin Falls, and it's out of course, Persia. Persia changed their name to Iran. The Twin Falls has a different name. So let me show you. This is the name of the place, Twin Falls in Iran. It's the name of the place. And I put Persia. Come out to 107. Does it come out of Harris have a book out called 107 Days? Like I said, you guys, she's coming back. She's a lotus flower. She's gonna birth the Antichrist. Not only that, it's also 109. What if I told you the 109th day of the year is April 19th? You heard me, April 19th. What is April 19th? It is here. The 109th day of the year is April 19th. That's the same day as his birthday. So the name of the waterfalls comes out of his birthday. This thing is littered coincidentally with Iran. It also has 91. The 91st day of the year is April 1st, 4-1. Remember, on April 1st, that night, Trump gave a speech about an update of Iran, and he walked through the double doors at 9/11. I have that video. I've been showing that video ever since then. Now, let's go. We have, is there a Twin Falls in Iran? It was founded on 6/10/2019. 6/10/2019. This waterfalls. That's the name of the waterfalls in Iran. It's called Twin Falls. So you take 6/10 2019, right here, from October 22nd, 1948. I believe that's when Whataburger, well not Whataburger, let me see. October, should have wrote that down. Yeah, October 22nd is In-N-Out Burger. So let's go back to that. In-N-Out Burger. 10/22, 1948. 10/22, 1948. That's it. In-N-Out Burger was founded this day.
I've always had a love for the hospitality.
Versus the waterfalls date in Iran. Gives you 70 years in 7/19. What is 7/19? The last day of the FIFA game was 7/19. Why is 7/19 important? Because the last game of the FIFA game, we had water flood in New York and Utah. When a woman gives birth, her water breaks, right? They had 2 floods. In Utah, the state, and in New York, a state. So 7/19 is the water break. And I've been showing that the last few weeks. The water. So there's your decode right there. Twin Falls is water. It has so many connections. And I'm gonna add some. I'm gonna show you more deeper part. And you saw the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini. The decode came out to 109, the 109th day of the year. Connects to him. It connects to him. So they're literally telling us, but you just have to break these codes apart. You know, as you decode, you literally have to break it apart to see it. Now, let me go a little bit deeper. You saw the guy had on the hat that said cinch. Cinch. This guy here, and he's got the lavender on. Lavender and cinch. Lavender, I will put a video in the description. You can learn about these colors. There's nothing wrong with the colors. You can wear them. But the powers speak. Lavender, like purple. It's in the purple family. And also the Tiffany blue. Those are their colors. When they speak with those colors. Cinch comes out to what? Cinch comes out to 212. What is 212? That's Abraham Lincoln's birthday. I've been telling y'all, right? We're in the Lincoln moment. Now, Lincoln's birthday is 212, but he died on April 15th, 1865. So look at it. One thing leads to another. April 15th, 1865, Lincoln. The shooting was yesterday, August 1st, 2026, 161 years ago, and 109. There's your 109 again. What is 109? The 109th day of the year is April 19th. And what is April 19th? Here we go. We're going back to him, the supreme leader of Iran. His birthday is April 19th. Trump killed him February 28, 2026. He was buried on what, 7/9. See how the decode is coming? It's pointing to Iran. Now look at this here. I showed you the guy's shirt. This guy had this shirt on. That's one of the witnesses. That's one of the shirts, right? I couldn't find the actual company's date that it started. However, the name of the company is called Lucky Brand. There's the shirt there. He had on the shirt that says Lucky Brand. All right, Lucky Brand in Gematria comes out to what? Lucky Brand comes out to what? 666, the beast system. And what is 111? Come on, man. Pope Francis died on the 111th day of the year. The sole survivor of the India crash. I've been pointing that out ever since it happened. The sole survivor of the India crash. Maybe 300, 400 people on a plane. One guy survived. His last name was Ramesh, like Ra, the sun god. I did a video a few weeks ago. He was in all black, like death. And he had a New York City hat on that was black. New York City. To me, that's a warning. What else is 111? Mr. Fauci testified a few days ago, well, so-called testified. He pleaded the Fifth Amendment 111 times. 111. They're telling you that death is coming, a sacrifice is coming. 666, the beast system. Lucky Brand. You think this is coincidence? He got on a shirt that says Lucky Brand and come out the 111? Come on, man. Trump signed his new plane, Palace in the Sky, and the two arrows, the arrows said A11. A is the first letter of the alphabet, that's 111. You guys seen the video, Trump signed his new plane. It says A11, which is 111. Now, the people that died, well, one of the people that died, my condolences, it was said that this person here was charging his Tesla. He got shot here, like Kennedy. And then she is in the hospital, an arm injury, okay? Now, let's break this thing down. They say this is the guy, this is the guy who did the shooting, they say he's unalive now. This is him. I'm deliberately not showing no weapons, okay? I'll get into that guy in a little bit. But remember, they said that this guy here was charging his Tesla with people. Elon Musk's birthday, who's a part of Tesla, right? 6/28/1971 is Elon Musk's birthday. June 28th. Okay, take June 28th, 1971, his birthday, from yesterday, August 1st, 2026. The difference is 55 and 35. Didn't Julius Caesar die at 55 years old? He got slashed 23 times. And what is 35? JFK died at 35 years old. Trump and Kennedy are one. JFK is buried in Arlington National Cemetery, Lot 45. Trump's the 45th president. JFK was born in 1917. Trump became president in 2017. JFK was married in a cathedral that was founded on 6/14. 6/14, that's Trump's birthday. They're twined, so they're trying to tell us. Now look, what day did Elon Musk give Trump a Tesla? Even though Trump bought it, either way, he featured a Tesla. Tuesday, March 11, 2025. Tuesday, March 11, 2025. Elon giving Trump a Tesla. You guys see it, I did a video on it. There's the date. He gave him a red Tesla. August 1st, yesterday was the shooting. That was a year ago and 4/21. Pope Francis died on 4/21, the 111th day of the year. These couldn't be coincidences, baby. This thing was all planned. Allegedly, they got into that dude's head and he went crazy. Allegedly. 4/21, Pope Francis died at 4/21. Here's Trump, the day he got the Tesla. Look.
Oh, what Secret Service stuff? Thank you.
How many times you thrown it around?
Why is it red? And Elon's got on black. Red and black is sacrifice. Come on, man. Why is it red? I'm going to show you. Two dates in April of 2024. So the first one, April 24th of 2024, and July 1st of 2024, horses bolted in Britain, did they not? I've been saying for a long time, the black horse has got to be Obama, and this is Trump. You see the horse? All red and bloody, okay? This is future past. Look at that. Watch the horse run. See the bloody horse? Red, red, red. Well, Trump's got a red Tesla. Is that coincidence? Okay, let's see how the future look. July 1st, 2024. That's one day of when the horses bolted on 2 days. The horses bolted like lightning bolt. But did you know that in Hebrew, lightning, Barak means lightning, like Barack Obama? So July 1st, the horses bolted that day, okay? March 11, 2025, Trump looked at the red Tesla from Elon. The difference is 254 days. What's 254? The 254th day of the year is 9/11. You see how I put this together? You see how good God is? He's telling us what's coming. We got to get right with the Lord. They're telling us, what are the odds? What are the odds? They're trying to tell us something. Now let's go further. May 29th, 1917, that's JFK's birthday. March 11, 2025, Trump got in a red Tesla. The difference is 107 and 911. Kamala Harris got a book out called 107 Days. Like I told y'all, she coming back. She's got to birth the new system. The water has already broke. Yesterday you had the Twin Falls. Falls is part of water. Also, the last FIFA game, you had two floods, one in Utah and one in New York. The birth is happening, and it's a 9/11. And all I did was take JFK's birthday, subtracted from the day that Trump got the red Tesla, and they do future past. They act out scenes in the past to show you the future. Okay? What a decode, man. It's beautiful. And what you got here? The guy who did this shooting, this guy right here, the guy who did the shooting, this is the suspect. But a lot of people say this is the guy, so the suspect. His name is Darius Jacoby Smith. Darius Jacoby Smith. Darius Jacoby Smith. All right? Jacoby. Jacoby. Some have Jacoby. Let me see. Either way, whether I spelled it wrong or not, let me see. What you got here, Pearson? Jacoby. Some people spell it different. Darius Jacoby Smith, and I put the date. Come out to 222. That's the B system. That's his name, the shooter. They say he's dead now. Now look at this here. He was from Boise, Idaho. Boise, Idaho was founded July 7th, 1863. Look at that. Now, what In-N-Out Burger was founded October 22nd, 1948. I subtracted the two dates. Came out to 85 years and 322. 322 is skull and bones. Skull and bones. Also comes out to 316, sacrifice. 316, 3 and the 16. Okay? Now, I want you to understand something. This thing is about the Twin Falls, Idaho. Twin Falls. Now, look at it from this aspect. Twins, twin brothers. Now, this guy's name, again, I already gave you the Smith. Like I read you the definition of a Smith. Smiths, they deal with horses, like horseshoes, right? I gave you that definition right off the bat. I said, what is a Smith? It's a surname. It repairs horseshoes, tools, wagon parts, okay? So the guy's name is Smith. We're gonna break it down. Darius is from the Roman Empire moment. Jacoby, that's biblical, like Jacob. And Smith, we already saw that. Now watch this, we're gonna break it down. The name Jacob is a modern Americanized spelling variant of the classical biblical name Jacob, which traces back to Hebrew origins, meaning supplanter or holder of the heel. Because when he was born, you're gonna see it in the book of Genesis. Jacob is the son of Isaac and Rebekah, and the twin brothers of Esau, born holding Esau's heel. So Jacob was born holding the heel of his brother. See, so this guy's name is biblical. I believe they fooling us. Jacoby, the root word is Jacob, like the Bible. Smith, we know like horse smith. I already showed you the horse, the bloody horse. And what is Darius? Just hold tight. We're going to break the whole thing down. It's fascinating, isn't it? Okay, now, Jacob and Esau were twin brothers with very different lives, okay? Got into that. Okay, now let's get into Darius. I had pulled up some stuff. Let me go back here. I got to find it. Darius. During the reign of the Roman Empire. Okay, Darius the Great. Commonly known as Darius the Great, was the third king of the kings. Okay, so he was a king. Darius was a king. Okay, that's what I want to get at. You guys can help me out in the chat. The guy who did the killing yesterday, his name is Darius. He was a king. Jacoby, that's from Jacob, the biblical sons who were one of the biblical sons who was a twin. Now watch this here. This will tell the story of the twins.
Isaac, the son of Abraham, and his wife Rebekah longed for children. After much prayer, the Lord answered, and she conceived. Yet her pregnancy was difficult. She inquired of God, and he told her, 2 nations are in your womb. The one shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger. Genesis 25:23. When the time of birth came, the firstborn emerged red and hairy, and he was named Esau. His brother followed, grasping Esau's heel, so he was called Jacob. As they grew, Esau became a skilled hunter and outdoorsman, while Jacob was quieter, staying close to home. The parents favored differently. Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Genesis 25:28. One day Esau returned from the field exhausted and hungry. Jacob had prepared a stew. Esau pleaded for it, but Jacob, seizing the moment, said, "Sell me your birthright now." Genesis 25:31. Esau, thinking little of its value, agreed. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Genesis 25:34. Years later, when Isaac was old and his eyesight dim, he called Esau to prepare a meal so he could bless him before death. Rebekah overheard and urged Jacob to act quickly. Disguised with Esau's garments and goatskins on his arms, Jacob brought food to his father. Though Isaac was uncertain, he declared, "The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau." Genesis 27:22. At last Isaac blessed Jacob, granting him dominion and abundance. When Esau returned, the truth was revealed. Heartbroken, he cried, "Bless me, even me also, O my father." Genesis 27:34. Isaac explained that Jacob had taken the blessing. Esau wept bitterly and said in anger, "The days of mourning for my father are approaching, then I will kill my brother Jacob." Genesis 27:41. Fearing for Jacob's life, Rebekah urged Isaac to send him to her brother Laban's household in Haran. There Jacob fled, carrying both the weight of his deceit and the promise of God's covenant blessings.
So Jacob left. Years later, he came back, and him and his brother, the forgiveness happened, and they were better off. But I believe what the powers did yesterday, they created this situation in Idaho yesterday. They created, and they had the perfect place, Twin Falls, Idaho. The twins are these 2 children of biblical history, Jacob and Esau. It's deep. If you can help out, put it in the chat, explain it more. This whole thing was fabricated. I don't care what nobody say. I believe I proved it. Jesus is coming soon. Now, how can we look at this thing? Maybe a number of ways. You have Iran and Israel fighting over land. That could be like a Jacob and Esau thing. But you also have on our shores, believe it or not, allegedly Obama and Trump fighting over power. That was the 2 horses, okay? And at the end, this bloody horse fell and this black horse took over. It's deep, y'all. God done gave me a gift and I'm sharing it with you. My views are low. If you can help out, I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I'm sure you know why my views are low. I'm revealing things nobody else is revealing. This is in the spirit realm. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal, also a P.O. Box. Thank you guys in advance, and thank you and bless all those who helped me in the past. Thank you. God bless.